As usual, I have no idea what I'm doing when it comes to live streaming. But, well, honestly, really the only reason I ever choose to do live streams is because rather than record right to my computer and take up space and then have to edit and all that shit, it just goes right to YouTube. Oh, this is nostalgic. So today, I'm going to be showing off my custom PDA levels. PDA is Personal Digital Assistant, not a public display of affection for you youngsters. PDA levels in Alien Hominid. Now, the PDA was like a custom minigame side game thing, and they had a ton of those. They had the Pinata minigame, they had Missile Commander, and PDA was the most notable one because you could create your own levels, and basically it was a 2D platformer within a 2D like shmup. Shmup is shoot 'em up, like Metal Slug. And I made a fuck ton of these when I was a kid. Here, let's go to editor, I'll show you. So this is where it is, right? It's this grid here. And this would be your starting point, right? That's the starting gate, and this is the end gate. Now, when you first play, both gates are down. So here, let me show you how it works. Okay, press the A button to jump. You can double jump. You can press the B button. No, not the B button. Oh, maybe I can't. Yeah, okay. No, I can't do it unless I'm actually playing it. Normally, I think if you press the B button, it'll like do a and fire you down at the ground so you can kill stuff. You can crouch by holding down on the control stick. You hold the Y button normally until you explode so you can kill yourself. If you like fuck up, you can reset. Don't think X does anything. It's pretty simple. And this is actually where BattleBlock Theater came from, if anyone's played that game. All these games, Alien Hominid, Castle Crashers, BattleBlock Theater, and Pit People. They also made, I believe, some Flash games on Newgrounds. That's originally where Behemoth Games started. I say Behemoth Games. Dan Paladin and Tom Fulp. Those guys, Newgrounds, Behemoth Games, huge parts of my childhood. So shout out to those guys. Everybody over there, they're amazing. Oh, another game notable by them that was on Newgrounds, I remember, was Dad and Me, which I played a little bit of. What I remember is you get dropped off out of school. You're the dad, I guess? You're a big purple buff guy with a skull for a face. You just start beating up kids. I don't remember if I'm quite remembering that exactly right, but very silly stuff. So anyway, this is the end here. This is where you go, right? Obviously, this is not solid. When it's down, it'll be like this one, and this one is solid. This is the start. This is the end. There you go. Now, unlike BattleBlock Theater, in order to beat a level in this one, you need to beat all the enemies. And there are two types of enemies. There are shooting enemies, which stand in place, and there are moving enemies, which move. They patrol. There's one. As you can see, right, this is closed. Now it's open. Pretty simple, pretty standard stuff, but it really, really does work. You also have these berry things. I never really knew what they were. But they also have strawberries in BattleBlock Theater, so think those, but green. Trees are just foreground, background objects, right? The foreground and background are basically the same thing in this, but they're non-interactable objects. Ladders allow you to climb. Water will drown you. It will also... I don't think it will drown enemies, actually. Boats can float in water. Rocks will sink in the water, but you can stand on them. Spikes will kill you. Basically, the only thing that can kill the enemies is you. And a lot of other things can kill you. Things falling on you can kill you. Enemies walking into you or shooting you can kill you. You falling into water or on spikes will kill you. There's no fall damage or anything like that, but here, let me show you. There's water. Let's get this. This is one of my favorite blocks because it cracks. Get a nice little, some happy little trees. Bush. Get a ladder here because I can. And there's a rock. Alright, let me show you how this works. Oh, I guess water can kill them. I didn't remember that, but alright, he's fucking dead. Bullets can get stopped by objects like the boat. This block actually breaks, as you can see, and then it'll fall. Now I'm in the water, but I can't take the boat out of the water. If you have 2 people in the boat, it'll stay afloat. If you have 3 people, it'll sink and you'll all drown. The boulders you can push, and as I mentioned, the boulders will sink into the water and you can stand on them, although it doesn't look like I can push it in with the boat there, and also it's on the same level, not above it, so that might not work. Berries give you points for extra lives when you're actually playing. So is killing enemies, but you need to kill enemies to beat the level. Unlike in BattleBlock, where you need to collect at least 3 gems or 3 strawberries in order to get to the exit. All other ones are excess. They're there for getting heads and stuff. In this, it's purely for extra lives. And enemies is how you get through the level. So that's the basics of the PDA games. And let me show you. Where's this one? No, this is save. No, go back. I have made 50 levels, which I believe is the maximum you can do. I don't know if 60 levels. Okay. On the original Xbox, I don't know if you can save 60 levels. You might only be able to save a small amount, because I know, unlike the Xbox 360, you can only save 10 custom skate parks for Tony Hawk's American Wasteland. But if you have a GameCube memory card, for some reason, you could save as many as you have free space. I don't understand that, so I thought maybe the same issue would be on the original Xbox. Although this game only came out on the original Xbox in the United Kingdom. In North America, it came out on a GameCube and PS2. It did come out on the PS2 in the United Kingdom, but it also came out on the Xbox. Did not come out on the GameCube over there. It did come out HD on the 360, but you could no longer make custom levels. They had preset levels and some more levels you could buy, which I thought was retarded. Yeah, we're not saving this. I can't save it. We have enough. I have too many as it is. Click on editor levels, and here we go. And these are my levels. And this is actually 4-player co-op here. Now, my levels I made so difficult at times that I usually ended up plugging in other controllers just so I could give myself lives. Because what happens, let's say if you have 2 people and somebody loses all their lives. As long as the one player gets to the next level, the dead player will get all of his lives back. His or her lives back. Alright, let me check YouTube to see if I'm actually streaming this or not. It looks like I am. So here we go. We're going to do all 60 of my custom PDA levels. Starting off nice and easy. A straight walk across. But look, see, the exit was hidden by a thumb. Yeah. Now for the real challenge. Look at that. First it's a fucking straight walk, and then we got enemies and boats. Originally when I did this, I wasn't thinking about difficulty or anything. I was just trying to make, different levels. And then I think I mixed them around, and then at one point I'm like, screw it, let me put them back in order. Because I originally just labeled them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then I put them like 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But I believe I put them back in order. That's what it looked like. Oh yeah, you can duck in the boat. Very useful to not die. There we go. That's level 2. I mean, I've played these a number of times. I remember them when I see them, the levels usually. But that doesn't mean I'm a master at them. But I made some really creative levels in this game. Sometimes they're hard, sometimes they're easy, sometimes they're intermediate, sometimes it's just about... It's not challenging so much as it is just... Don't be a dumbass. You can actually jump under bullets, which I just did. And believe it or not, oddly enough, you can jump up into the water and it will kill you. So you gotta be careful of that. Oh, I've always loved this one. This one actually is tricky. If you have more than one person in this, say you have 2 people, and one person stays in there and the other guy fucks up and dies, that means you both lose the level because there's no way to get the boat back, really. And yes, you can bounce from person to person, and if you hold up on the control stick when you're jumping on ladders, it kind of looks like you land on top of the ladder, which is a very useful trick to do, but it's not always perfectly done, which means you can die. It's nice playing these again. You know, I was gonna get Matt and some other friends to try to play these with me again, because I believe I played these with everybody recently, even though they weren't really super interested, because it's hard. There are not easy levels at a certain point. And I don't think I've ever done them all by myself, and it was very hard to do them with the extra controller technique. And so far I'm doing pretty good. So without jinxing it, I think we might be good to go. See how far I can get without losing a life. I love making stuff. So I remember when BattleBlock Theater came out, and I was fucking hyped for that fucking game, because I'm like, holy shit, it's the PDA levels, you know, it's the PDA games, and I was like, so excited. And I was a little annoyed that, I mean, people in general, just human beings, don't like change very much, so I was a little annoyed that they changed some things around. But overall, it is a better game, it has more features and whatnot. But I really love the simplicity in this, where in BattleBlock Theater, I know if you fall off a ledge, you still have your double jump, and your double jump is like a full jump. It's not like this, I go once and then tiny little hop. It's the full jump again. No, actually, if you walk off, I believe you still have both jumps, as opposed to this is just you have your short little hop. But if you fuck up, you might not even have that. There we go. I always did this. Put fucking shit in the corner like that and made it really obnoxious to get. The fun thing in my level is you can actually go up here, I believe, in a few of the levels. Not that it gets you in there, just you can do it. Kind of like that little exploit in the Super Mario Bros. In, I think, the first underground level, World 1-2, was it? Super Mario Bros. Is great. It's a great NES game. Here we go. I can actually change my color, too, with L and R. I just normally play as just the basic white one, because it fits the theme of the level. I think there's white, red, blue, green, like this pink color. I don't remember if there's orange. I think there's brown. I could cycle through it on the next level. I'll check. Alright, I'm gonna show you that thing I was talking about. Yeah, look at that. And that's actually how you can kill your friends too, if you do this. And one of the things we would always used to do is try to kill each other just like that. Same thing too, if you hold the Y button. I don't know if you can hear my controller rumbling. You basically do that. You make yourself constipated until you explode. I actually did do a few streams showing off all of my BattleBlock Theater levels. Most of them were based off of Sonic the Hedgehog. We had, the first time we ever made BattleBlock Theater levels, I was at my friend Aram's house with a few people, one of them my friend Tom, and we made Tim Burton levels. For some reason, we always like to nickname characters in video games, which is, I'm sure, something a bunch of people do. I know my friend Brandon does it too. Me, Tom, and Brandon, I feel like whenever we play with each other, like as a co-op, the same kind of stupid shit happens. More so in the naming and like the way we play. Ooh, almost got me there. You can actually kill these guys with a boulder too. Let me see if I can do it. Yep, I got two of them. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, right. For some reason we named the fat cat that was... Oh god. The fat cat that was in the floating Eggman ship thing. We named him Tim Burton, and I don't know why. You know what it could be? It probably was this. That when I was doing the levels, I wanted to theme it after something, and I think I liked the purple and black, and I'm like, ooh, this looks spooky, like Tim Burton. So it's like, well, we gotta make you fight Tim Burton at the end. So I just took the floating cat, and it's like, well, this is Tim Burton. Of course, look at him. Looks just like him. We also made a second set of levels. I think it might have just been me making them. Oh, shit. This level, I remember being obnoxious. And so I made Sonic Heroes levels, which I never finished. I finished some of the levels. I think there's like 1 or 2 that weren't finished, and then a whole bunch I didn't even start on. Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, I made all the levels. I made the final boss from Shadow the Hedgehog, all in BattleBlock Theater. What else did I make? I made a bunch of random stuff. I loved making puzzle levels, not like a lot of linear get to the end stuff. A lot of like, oh, how do I get out of here kind of deal. I just thought that was fun. I love brain game stuff. I love puzzles. I love linear too. Linear games can be great. Recently I played Grand Theft Auto 5 because I know back in the day there was a machinima called Gears of Halo Theft Auto 5, and the guy actually made Gears of Halo Theft Auto 6 Salvation Army Edition, and later Gears of Halo Theft Auto 7. But then I made Gears of Halo Theft Auto 8, which was really about Gears of Halo Theft Auto 9. And so for last Christmas, Tom got me Gears of War 3, Grand Theft Auto 5, and Halo 5, and he wrapped them together with a fake cover, and it said Gears of Halo Theft Auto 13, because it adds up to 13. I thought that was really funny. It was a reference to something, and he was kind of making fun of me for owning so many copies of things, because I own like 10 copies of Gears of War 2, I own a few copies of Gears 3, now I own another copy of Gears 3. I think I only own 1 copy of Gears 1. I used to own 17 copies of Metal Gear Solid 4, but it might be down to 15 or 16. The reason being is because they were all $1. And I was like, oh, that's a great deal, you know what I mean? Like really, how do you sell Gears of War for $1? The millions of dollars that go into making games like these. You go to GameStop, yeah, here's $1, let me get Halo, you know what I'm saying? I got way off track. I forgot what I was talking about before. No, Tim Burton, I mentioned BattleBlock Theater. How did I start talking about machinima? Anyway, it's not important. I'm looking to make some old-fashioned machinimas again. I feel like I've been neglecting to do that for a long time. I've had some that have been written for a long time. Ones that I wanted to do years ago, I just never got around to for one reason or another. Not that I didn't have time. There's always time. No one's ever busy. It's all about priorities. But I just haven't done it. And I kind of feel disappointed in myself about that. So, shit, this is going to be hard to do. But I want to make more of those. I want to just do more classic stuff. And I've been doing a lot of like Smash Bros stuff lately, and that's because of the friends I made and what group they hang around with. Oh no! Oh god, yes! That was awesome. That felt really good. Look, I haven't lost a life yet. I don't want to jinx it. It was funny, I was at work yesterday, and I said, maybe we'll get out early, we'll get out in time. And then what happens is a bunch of fucking people show up, and we're there for another almost an hour. I don't believe in, like, jinxes, curses, X, and that stuff. I just think it's funny. This I remember being annoying, where people didn't know what to do here with the rock, so they would leave it, then fall into the water, and then fucking block the boats, and it was so obnoxious. What probably would have made this section better is if I had made you push the boulder all the way across and then it fell in the water and you're supposed to fall on it. Then you have to hop across before those things spawn back. Otherwise they might make it harder to jump and get you killed. I think that would have been cooler. And I can't really remake these levels in BattleBlock Theater just because of the fundamental differences of how the games work in terms of the abilities you can use. I thought they could actually jump on these boulders, and it doesn't look like it. I don't know if you can see, but there are spikes right there. So I'm on, individual blocks here, but those ones there, 2 pieces. The only 2 pieces that exist are spikes, water, and these breaky blocks. I want those berries, so let me kill these guys and I'll go back down for them. Not that I need them, really. I've accidentally hopped into the exits before. Ah, fuck! Oh, there goes my perfect run. Oh, here, these are the different colors I was mentioning. So we have white, red, blue, green. I guess this is pink, and then this... I guess there is no brown. It's like this puke green color. That's okay. You know what, for the sake of it, let me do green. So screw you, colorblind people. You can't see me now. I know that's not quite how being colorblind works, but that makes me laugh. Yeah, so this level is hard. And I did it on my first try, but then I acted like a dumbass and lost everything. There we go. I got this. Oh! Hadouken! Hadouken! Fuck! I did it again! Alright, let me just play this cool. This is one of the tricks of what you're supposed to do, is push the boulder to the left. Was it? Maybe I'm just a dumbass. No, you're supposed to push it right under here so you can step on this block, and then it will fall down. No? Wait, no. I'm gonna waste all the lives I gained just trying to get all these dumb berries. This is one of the deadly sins, is greed. It's deadly for a fucking reason. Come on. Come on, you son of a bitch. Come here. Come here. There you go. Fuck you. Dirty cocksucker. One funny insult I never hear people say is cockhead. And I had to... For my buddy Richie221, he has a group called Rocket Tech, which is also kind of a show. Well, the show, anyway, is mini monthlies, which is basically a bunch of machinima shorts. It's supposed to be once a month. And in another show of his, Gary and Steve, it's a StarCraft machinima, which I thought was really fucking cool and creative. I voice character the Sergeant. And I do several Sergeants. I took over the role of Jack Mehoff. Well, I'll get back to Jack Mehoff, but I have the Sergeant from my Boot Camp series. It's a Halo 3 machinima series. Originally, it was just supposed to be one video, and then I made more. Fucking shit in a bucket. Alright, change the colors. We're going blue. Let's do this shit. What the hell? Why did I mention Richie? This is how I get off track. I voiced a Sarge for him in his StarCraft machinima, and one of the lines I got to say was "Surprise, cockheads," and I liked that line so much that when I delivered it, I felt like the first time was perfect. To other people, I do amateur voice acting and stuff. I think I've done one professional thing before. I did a voicemail machine for FJD and Associates, which was in, what do you call it, an upstart construction company. With people I actually knew, but it didn't really get off the ground. I actually have the voicemail. I did it on machinima, quote-unquote machinima. It's just a picture of a radio, I think from Halo 3 or Reach, with some voicemails behind them. Yeah, this was a cool thing. You could jump through the water. And I know in BattleBlock Theater they actually got rid of that. They put a platform on the water. Something too stupid, everybody's stupid with this, is they think, oh, okay, you push the rocks, right? And like I just did. But they like to leave one right here, meaning you can no longer push it. There we go. And this was funny too. You can actually skip right to the end here, I think. I didn't always design these levels the best. But what you're supposed to do is, you know, push them all and then make a bridge, but you don't have to. Oh, here we go. This is a thank you level. Damn it! Ah! There goes 2 free fucking berries. think I got a text message. I should probably check that. I have this guy I messaged on eBay because I bought an HDMI GameCube back when, and it happened the controller port stopped working, the first one. So I messaged the guy, hey, like, yo, this shit's broken. And he's like, oh, okay, here, I'll replace it. And then he replaced it, and then like it broke again. So I got the controller port replaced at my favorite semi-local video game store, which is near me, called Digital Press, which is really awesome. They have another one which is like several hours away from me. I think it was like between an hour and 3 hours away. Also called Digital. Fuck, that's right. If they shoot a block, a single block, and you're standing on it for some reason, through the transitive theory, it will kill you. Anyway, Digital Press is awesome. They had another one in Springfield, which is also really awesome. It's the same store, basically, but, you know, they have different stuff, and it's just a different town. I love it. But they replaced it for me, and then it started working, and then it crapped out again when I tried to play Crash Bandicoot. And then I messaged the guy on eBay. I was like just looking to get another one, and I told him about the one I had, see if he could fix it. And he's like, oh yeah, no, I've had that problem before, I can fix it. And then also he does custom USBs, so I'm gonna buy one off of him. And he had one already made, and I'm like, yo, can you like add these things to it? So he's gonna put the Bonehead Clan logo on it, and then on the front it's gonna say the Bonehead Cube, which I just thought would be awesome. So originally I thought it would be cool if it was silver with like red splatters all over it, but I think he had one that was red with like silver splatters on it. I don't quite remember which way around, but either way, those colors are cool to me. And it has purple lights. And it also has a Xeno chip, so I can play backed up games, region-free games. It's got the HDMI mod was the main part, but after seeing like his awesome custom jobs, it's just, it's fucking awesome. Oh, yeah, that's right. I was going to check the text. There we go. It's not a text. It's an email from Steam telling me things I want are on sale. They're trying to get my money. I got to spend my money on other things. I need the GameCube because mine broke. He's going to fix the one I got, too. Finally have enough money, I'm gonna buy my first car. So that's pretty cool. I did not see that guy there. That almost killed me. Something I've seen people do. This is why I fail. Is because I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. People push the boulders right into the end goal and then block it so nobody can actually beat it. And then you have to hold the Y button and everybody kills themselves so we can restart. I remember several times when I was making these levels, I made a bunch of them that you actually couldn't beat, or there was a really easy way to screw it up, which there are still in some of them. I had so much trouble with this, like playtesting and whatnot. And some of these are not quite symmetrical, as you can see. This looks symmetrical, but the start point is all the way on the left. There's nothing on the right to compensate. Up top, there's the end point, which is even, because when it opens, it doesn't do anything because it goes through a wall, and the wall is solid anyway. And when it turns, it is no longer solid. But the two ladders, both blocks are on the right, because you can actually rotate which way the enemy is facing. That's something I did like in BattleBlock Theater. You could choose different enemies, or the same enemies, but they had different weapons, and then choose which direction they faced. This one was so annoying. Look what I did with the ground. There's trees, and there's fucking bushes covering spikes. Because of how much shit there is, it's almost hard to tell. There we go. This got people killed so many times. Myself included. You can jump at the beginning, but it doesn't look like it's doing much. I don't want to get killed. The way I built... I'm an asshole with BattleBlock levels, I know that. And that's what everybody told me. I don't know, I just like making things kind of difficult and tricky. Because at least when you go back to it, even if you're not having that much fun or levels aren't that creative, if something is difficult, it's much more rewarding to beat. It doesn't matter if it's like not that fun, because you'll want to beat it more just because you're having trouble beating it. I've I've learned that in video games. And that's not a great way to design a game or levels or anything. That's an easy level. But it's one way to add to it. Okay, now right off the bat here, let's not do anything. I'm going to change to pink. I'm going to change to pink, right? We look, your first instinct is, oh, there's a boulder. Let me push that. But what happens is you want to push the boulder, and then it goes right next to the boat. Then it's on a breakable block. Now the block can't break because you can't directly stand on it. And you can't push the boat or the boulder because you can't get on one side of them. The boat, you'll just jump in the water, and the boulder, you can't push back. You can't pull it. You can only just push it into the boat, which won't move. Then you have another boat that's just sitting up here on top of the boulder, which will just stay still. What we actually got to do is we got to jump onto the gray, push the boat, go back. Then I'm going to push the boulder down there. Then I push the boat on top of it. I stand on the gray. Go like this. Try not to get killed. I sound all smart, and then I'm really just a dumbass. I'm happy to be recording these. I've wanted to record these for a very, very long time. I love showing off my custom stuff. I want to show off a bunch of Halo stuff, but I have so many that some of them I don't remember what I made. There's no way to get that gem, is there? You know what? I think in editor, for some reason, some things are different. Like obviously, you can't do this. I mentioned, and you can't, hold to kill yourself. Just kind of like hold to reset in the Pop It and Little Big Planet, or the same thing in BattleBlock. You hold the Y button, I believe, to kill yourself. But in the editor, I believe you can jump up one space into the water. Because the water is only supposed to be 1x2, but in actual gameplay, it's like 2x2. So it's like a 1, 1, 1, 1. It's a 4. It's a square foot kind of thing. I don't know why. So here, it looks like you could grab it, or you could grab it in the editor, but when you actually try to do it, it'll just kill you. I only have 3 lives left, but I think, believe it or not, I have 4. It, like, when it's blank, it says there's like no lives remaining, but that's my last one. Like, those are my backup lives, basically. Thank God that there's that delay with the boulders. I loved making these pushing levels, I don't know why. And again, what people did here is you'll push the boat all the way to the end, and some dumbass will get the smart idea to push the second boat on top of the first one, making the level impossible. Ah, yes, because this makes sense. If you put the berries in the water, I suppose, if you're able to jump through it all the way as opposed to just jumping into it, then I guess you could collect them. I actually found some neat tricks like that in BattleBlock Theater as well. Okay, now there's another way you're supposed to do this, I think. I wanted you to be able to push the boulders and then push them up against the wall. But it looks like you can just push them forwards here like this, and then jump and kill that guy. Yeah. Yeah, that's not so bad. I found some exploits with BattleBlock Theater. One of the most notable ones I can think of is you can't, for some reason, there are these floating blocks. They'll just stay floating wherever you leave them. Not great. This is gonna be a bitch. Oh, that wasn't as much of a bitch as I thought it would be. Let's see if I can do this now. I was hoping I could jump up there, but it's too difficult. What the hell was I saying? Oh, one of the most notable exploits is this block that you can just leave anywhere. You can't put it on springs, which just launch you in BattleBlock Theater. They'll launch you either really far to the right or really far to the left, depending on which way you make them face in the editor. So, what happens if you try to put on it, it'll, let's say, go to the right. And it's like, oh, okay, so I put a block to the right. Well, then it will go up. Well, I put a block up. Well, then it will go left. Well, okay, so I put one right, up, and left. Then it goes to the corner. It somehow squeezes between them. Makes no sense. Oh, here's one of the things I was talking about, how you can just kind of cheat the level. So then it's like, okay, I completely surrounded it. So what happens if you completely surround it, right, the spring, and you try to put the block on it? The block will go on top of the spring. But when you move the block, the spring is gone. Because for some reason, the game can't read two objects in the same space like that. And that's a trick I learned. And I was never able to use it for anything. Not able, but so far I haven't thought of a practical use for that in a level. It's just like, oh, I'm going to make a level filled with gimmick things that nobody knows about. You know what I mean? Which is cool. If I could figure something out, it'd be really cool. I know there's this one level I wanted to make where you have to go through it 4 times, basically. You go down, let's say half the level is, what is it? The whole level is there, I think. Then you go down and you push a switch. Now half the level is gone. You climb back up. Now it's harder to climb back up because half the level isn't there. Then you push a switch at the top. Now the whole level is gone. I say the whole level, but just like there are blocks that you can make disappear with switches. Shit. Okay, see, this is what I'm talking about. Now I have no lives left. So what I do is I bring another player in. And that way, if I fuck up, I don't really fuck up. I have more lives. So the whole level is there. Then you go down, push a switch, half the level's there. Climb back up, push a switch, the whole level's gone. Go all the way down, push a switch, the other half of the level is now there. Climb back up, and then you can beat the level. And that was my idea for making like the Mystic Castle, the Cryptic Castle, Hang Castle, whatever it was from Sonic Heroes. Even though that's not how the level goes, so I ended up scrapping it. And I couldn't quite figure out how to make it work. I feel like it's one of those things that would be really cool, but is very long time to make good and actually have a really good payoff. Now I think I got a text. I got another ding on my phone. There we go. Yeah, see? And now, yeah, look at that. He's back, and I have all my lives again. Or rather, I have my standard amount of lives again, which is 3 backups and 1 primary. Come on. Yes, fuck you. You shit nugget. Now I may have to complete all the levels with both people, which is kind of annoying. But at least one person can go through it, and then the other guy can just beat it. Yeah, see? Now I have to do it with him. Yeah, so it would have taken a long time. I don't remember if I said anything else after the Cryptic Castle thing. I'm not keeping track very well. I'm also playing a fucking video game, so... Excuse me. So it would have been really cool if I could figure it out, if I was willing to dedicate that much time to it. But I really just couldn't get a huge grasp on what I wanted to disappear, how I would have wanted it to change. It would have taken a lot of trial and error, a lot of practice, a lot of testing. And no one really likes that game the way I do. Like in my friend group, I think it's not that fun. Even Matt, my friend Matt lives with me. He really thinks the game isn't that great. And he would have been like the only guy to really be willing to test it with me, I think, over and over. My friend Tom hates me for the levels I've made and made him play in that game. So he wouldn't have tested it. So yeah, I just ended up not making that level. And that's something I think goes with videos, goes with video games, goes with anything I do. I spend a lot of time just doing stupid, pointless shit. Like when I make stuff, like sometimes I'll be joking around with a friend on like Discord or something, and they'll say something and I'll make a dumb picture out of what they said, and I'll spend like 40 minutes on it. I'll just like dip for 40 minutes, make a dumb picture, be like, here you go, and it gets like a lull out of them, and that's it, and the picture never gets used again. I don't like the idea of spending too much time on something, you know what I mean? It's like, if something will only ever get made you know, if I put, you know, a week into making it, then it's like, I don't know if I want to spend that much time on it, you know what I mean? I'd rather do something I can make in 2 days. Or more reasonable, let's say something takes a month, okay? I don't want a month for one video. I'd rather do a month and get several videos, you know what I mean? Or end up doing other things with my life, you know? Other people don't think quite the same way. You know, there's the whole saying, quality over quantity, but I disagree. The notion that the notion that having a larger quantity means the quality is less is absurd. Here we go. And that's something that always bothered me with the current group I'm like friends with, who also make videos, is they're big on taking a long time with things and being like, oh, make it look the best it can be and cool and wowing. And it's like, you don't need something to be wowing to be great. You know what I mean? I mean, sure, it helps, but it's like, think of all the other things you won't get to make. I'm constantly writing ideas down, which, honestly, I don't have enough time for all the ideas I do. I do write down, because I have to organize them too, put them in documents, put them in episodes and things like that. Like one page of notes, one time I was at my dad's, and I wrote 6 pages of notes in one weekend. That's less than 3 days, because I'm there for, let's say, the night of Friday, all of Saturday, and all of Sunday, and I leave at night. And then in 1 month, I wrote 27 pages of notes. So it's like, I don't have the time to dedicate a month to one thing. And some things aren't meant to have that much time dedicated to them. I mean, you know, nothing really has a purpose in life. So it's not like I could say, oh, this was meant to be something huge, you know. It's not what I mean. Just, I think of a joke or I think of an idea, a short, a skit. It's not like I'm not going to spend a month being like, let me get the perfect angle, and let me get all the right effects, and let me change the lighting, and let me do retakes, and this, and that. It's like, no, just film something, put it together, maybe spend an extra few hours a day on it, and you're good to go. There you go, make your next video, make your next funny thing. Get back to doing life. This is what I'm doing with my life right now. I'm playing old fucking levels from a video game from 2004. It's a lot of fun. I miss this game. I know, funnily enough, I played the PDA games more than I have actual Alien Hominid. It's something that was always a bitch with these fucking levels, was that thumb. The thumb in the bottom right that always blocks stuff. Because that has gotten me killed before, that's got everybody killed before. And there's no way to get rid of it. It's there. I don't know, some of these levels, I don't know if you can tell, but some of them are themed after things. Like, at the bottom there, the one I'm standing on right now, the blue guy, this is an exclamation point. And the one to the right, the one to the right is a question mark. I think it's supposed to be, anyway. There we go. I don't know what the hell this one on the right is here. Maybe I just got lazy. Shit, come on. There we go. There we go. Alright. I know I had a pipe, a cigar, and a cigarette in one of them. I had a beer mug. Sometimes they're based off of things. Sometimes they're just random levels. Sometimes they're easy, hard. How the fuck do I do this? Okay. This is, I think, one of those exploit things I found out in this PDA game. So if you push a boulder, I was wrong. I thought you could push a boulder through the water, because I think you can do that in the editor, but not in the actual game. That's good to know. So what the hell is this bow for? Like, there's nothing... Oh, I probably didn't know that, meaning that there's, I guess, 2 ways to beat this? Well, there would have been 2 ways to beat this, I suppose, but... unintentionally, there is not. But I have to beat it twice anyway, so... Again, if I was to go back to some of these levels and tweak them, I know a few things I would fix with each one. That one obviously fixed the water. Yes, I would put a level that says you won. Even though you didn't win. this is not the final level, because I've made some even harder, bitchier fucking levels. Oh, there we go. I got 4 texts. Not. You make a movie film have a happy ending. Not. Anybody remember Borat? The actor, I believe, was Sacha Baron Cohen, and he had a reality, what was it, reality movie called Borat, which was actually him acting like he was someone from a foreign country, and was getting some genuine reactions out of people who thought he was just some foreign guy. How in the hot holy hell am I supposed to get through this? I mean, I know I can jump again after I fall, but it doesn't always work. Ah, screw it. Fuck. Alright, I'm just gonna get the top ones and move on. I don't need this. I fucked up. I hit the jump button, but I didn't fucking jump. Nick, why do you suck so many cocks? Fuck. Fuck. I should probably I don't know how to live stream stuff very well, so I should probably check this stream. I don't know if anyone's chatting or if it's even streaming still. Because it was streaming me. Why? Why in the hot human hell? Okay, well, the blue guy's dead. Well, it's definitely streaming. Just nobody's talking. I'm talking, though. That's alright. I'm good at talking. Let me see. So, now I'm going to play as player... I guess this is technically player 3. Oh, that is so cool. I wish I could show you guys this. You sent me a picture of the GameCube. Stellar. Okay, this one's pretty simple here. Again, I don't think I can walk through the water, right? We established that, so... Okay. Just gonna get the easy gems and move on. There we go. I don't know what I was thinking with some of these levels. Some of them aren't even like do anything levels. They're just like, what is this supposed to be? Oh, it's a dick. Oh, that's nice. You know, I didn't make all of these when I was a kid. Some of them I made them when I was a fucking adolescent, I guess. Oh, Nick. Nick. What the fuck? Indeed, what the fuck? I can see I started running out of ideas and creativity. Oh, okay. Can I not get out of this? Okay, no, I can't. I'm stuck because I'm in the boulder. So you know what you have to do in this level? You have to probably jump right as you start. So I have to kill myself when you start. So let's see what happens here. I'm dead. Let me wait for it. Now I jump? Well, it's not working. I'm kind of upset because I got very far and it's not letting me do anything. And I think if I jump right away, it'll kill me. No, okay, look, I'm good. We're golden, baby. Yeah. Naruto run. There we go. Alright, good. A nice, fair level. And again with the fucking boulder. Look at this. What is that boat even for? What is this level even supposed to be? Oh, God. It's pain. pain. This level's supposed to be pain. That's what it is. I have 2 lives left. I have 1 life left. I have to bring this controller back in. I brought it in, but it doesn't look like it's doing anything. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Well, that's game over. Okay. If the rock is right there, that means I need the rock to fall. Wow, this is bullshit. Okay, let's try this. Here we go. There we go. That was stupid. That was so fucking stupid. There we go. Back to a semi-normal looking level. You can see why I never really beat all these levels on my own. Because they're fundamentally broken. Or terrible. Can I not get back? Did I need the boat? I did need the boat, didn't I? I needed the boat to go kill him. That's what I needed. That's good to know after the fact. I have no lives remaining. Let me bring... Yeah, there we go. You're coming in here, so in case I fuck up. Score is back down to 0, ladies and gentlemen. And there's that dastardly thumb again. The thumb of discontent. Don't know why I thought of it, but PlayStation is making a remaster of Medieval from the PS1. And I found out about that game from PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. There's a character in it named Sir Daniel Fortescue, who is a skeleton and goofy and a soldier. So I say a soldier, he's a knight, which is a type of soldier. And I love him, he's great. I can't move this boulder. Oh, that's right, because they can jump on the single blocks, meaning I think they could jump to the other side and step on you right as you spawn. I mean, if you're not spawned, you know, like he's flashing, so he wouldn't get stepped on. Are there spikes? Not here, there are. There are spikes, I can see them. And I'm excited for that. I'm really excited for that. Same thing for Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled. It's fucking Crash Team Racing plus, like, basically all of Crash Nitro Kart minus the story mode. They have all the boss characters that I've seen so far minus Norm, both fat and large, and Fat Velo. But they have Nash, Geary. For those of you who haven't played Nitro Kart, you have no idea what I'm talking about. But for those of you who have, fucking awesome game. I'm really excited for them bringing this all back. Because I know on the Game Boy Advance version, you could play as the boss character. And you could also play as Spyro. But on the PS2, GameCube, original Xbox versions, you could not play as the boss characters. You could play as Velo, not in his robot suit, like what he really looks like, which he's short and he just looks like a gremlin thing. But Fat Velo was awesome looking. And I know all the boss characters had their own unique vehicles. I thought looked really cool, and I don't think those are in Nitro-Fueled, those vehicles. If they are, they haven't shown it yet. But you can use all the other vehicles from Crash Nitro Kart, like the starting ones for each team, as well as a regular kart from Crash Team Racing. Among, I think, some new karts I saw. I'm not entirely sure, though. That's exciting. I'm just excited. There's so many classic franchises getting remasters and so many game series coming back. Like, not a remaster, but Onimusha from the PS2, Onimusha Warlords, just finally got an HD re-release on Xbox and PS4. Okami got an HD re-release on Xbox One and PS4. Fucking shit. Nipples. Shenmue 3 is finally happening. Shenmue 1 and 2 got HD ports. I hate this so much. The Crash Bandicoot original PlayStation trilogy all got remasters, all in one collection. Same thing for Spyro, although they fucked up with Spyro and only the first game was on the disc, meaning that I have not yet... I played a little bit of Spyro, because my friend Matt, who lives with me, bought the trilogy anyway because he's a huge Spyro fan and doesn't care so much about physical versus digital, although I very much do, so I was really upset by that. Obviously, Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled. It's a remake, mashup, deluxe, imagining edition thing. It's fucking cool. What else? Sonic Mania is another classic Sonic game. Yooka-Laylee is a throwback platformer to Banjo-Kazooie. Skylar and Plux, same thing. It's like Jak and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank. You got your blanky animal anthropomorphic protagonist with your buddy flying around you on your back or whatever. What else is there? There's a lot of stuff that's coming back. There's another Virtual On game being made. Sakura Wars, Sega franchise, huge in Japan, is finally coming to the United States, which is pretty fucking cool. I'm a huge Sega fan. I'm not big on Japanese and weeby stuff, but if it's by Sega, I'm hyped. Except Hatsune Miku, I'm not... What the fuck happened there? I have never, ever seen that before. To my knowledge, what that just looked like is if you die while jumping and you touch a platform, you'll go through it and then land on your death animation. That's odd. Interesting. I've never seen it. Very odd. Neatly, there's actually an animation for death in Halo 2 that's like extremely rare. That might not even be in the original Halo 2 because somebody, like one person, I've only ever seen one thing of it online. It's from Halo 2. On the Master Chief Collection. Not Anniversary, Halo 2. Where somebody gets shot and they're like on the ground, like crawling, reaching out, I think. Really not pleasant to look at. Gruesome, I want to say. Even though it's, a soft end game. Soft end game is, versus a hard end game, would be like Halo 3 versus like Gears of War 3 with, chainsawing people in half and all that stuff. What was I saying? Oh yeah, other games that are getting revivals. There's a lot. Bloodstained, Ritual of the Night, is made by Koji Igarashi? Koji Igarashi. He's the guy behind Symphony of the Night. I don't know about other Castlevania games, but he's making Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. So think Symphony, but in 2.5D. How am I supposed to get past this? I gotta bring another guy in, or else I'll die. There's no way to get around that boat. I just have to be really good at fall jumping, I guess. Fall off and jump. Kind of feel like I should practice, but now is not the level to practice. It looks near impossible. Anyway, I'm just excited that there's so many games, so many classic franchises and things coming back. It makes me really happy. And I hope we can get more remasters. Like, I'm a big Sonic fan, as I said, a big Sega guy, so I want, remakes of the Sonic Adventure games. I'm hoping they'll just keep the regular voice cast. Oh, thank God, there we go. I don't like the current cast of Sonic voice actors. I think they're all, not all of them, but like Sonic is terrible, the Shadow guy is terrible. Not as voice actors, just as for the characters they're playing. Oh shit! That was the last level! Hey! Alright! Oh, that was fucking awesome! Oh cool, I'm gonna take this moment and just feel gratified. I win. I only had to cheat using several controllers. Hell, fuck yeah, awesome. Well, great. Okay, I guess I'll end this stream then. That's it. We're done. I win. Thank you for watching my levels that I made when I was a youngster. I absolutely love this game. If you're interested in these, I did record all of my BattleBlock Theater levels. You can check those out too. It's more in the same vein, but I was able to theme things more instead of it just being black and white, So thank you for watching. This has been Nick S. of the Barnard Clan. Peace.